I see no reason to disagree with your assessment, Roldar. Providing we can open the door.
Roldar just looks to Alvin.
Is the door locked?
Hold on, I'm gonna send a private message here.
Uh-oh.
We're in trouble.
Not a good sign.
Send help! Help! Suddenly 50 goblins break in.
So, check your Skype if you got a message from me.
Oh my god! Who's Secret Santa? Who got it? Who got it?
Let me just...
Sure. Our friend is of course Google image search. There we go.
This is like the time where Griff wasn't controlling Roldar and you guys had Swedish. Oh my god,
okay, before further studying the next door, Elvin does notice something valuable at one of the statues. It appears that one of them is wielding a valuable stick.
Stick?
It's a Ranseur.
Yeah, a
I have
Ranseur.
no idea what that means.
Oh,
But
Ranseur.
It looks like a stick.
It is what the woman is carrying.
Ranseur is like a pole arm.
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
Saloro turns to look at the statue after Alvin points this out and says, I actually thought that was actually embedded in part of the statue. I didn't even think that was an item.
It seems that the statue is indeed gripping it, but with a bit of luck and fiddling around, Alvin believes that he might be able to slip it free.
I know that this is a trap.
You see that woman? See how she's pointing out? This is where Saloro's going.
Elvin will turn to each of the party members in succession and just ask nobody in particular. Well, it might be valuable, so we could just take it. I don't think anyone would miss it.
Roldar sees Saloro standing outside, probably just outside of his vision with the hammer.
That's right. Saloro says, it might very well be, or perhaps it could be a trigger that would activate the doors so that you don't have to spend your time unlocking them. If you need any help with an unattended moving hand, you let me know, Alvin. I don't want to get in your way.
Saloro, couldn't you use your magic to remove it? Or is it too heavy for that?
It's quite the statue is holding onto it quite intricately. You would have to do some very fine maneuvering to try to get it out.
So Saloro says, the mage hand is not quite equipped to maneuver an item out of the grip of a statue.
Alright.
Maybe you can, what do you call it? Thunder slam it out?
Don't think that's a good idea.
Well, Alvin.
Can I take a further look at the statue?
Yeah, you certainly can. You see the statue as I described. There are still runes softly glowing in
glowing runes. Okay.
Yeah, and on the book that the statue is carrying, and the Ranseur is still glittering in the light of the torch.
Elvin will say, well, there's glowing runes and stuff, so if we do want to attempt to take it, I might want to know what might happen first.
On that... On where? On all of it? Is that...
On the book the statue is holding.
Arenoss, I have no idea.
What about 19?
So, Saloro would be like, is the book actually movable as well? Is it part of the statue?
The book seems to be more a part of the statue.
Oh, okay.
The rune seems to be carved into it.
I have a plus 10. I'm a fucking wizard. It's probably not important.
They are clearly magical in some degree, but neither Erevan nor Saloro can really deduce exactly if they have any effect or if they're just there for show.
Yeah, I agree. It's completely useless. Let's go.
So I was like, they're probably just some sort of indicator marks of what this might have meant back during the time when it was built. Just as we saw on the front door. Not in anything that any of us can read unless you'd like to spend the time required and the gold for the materials for me to decipher them. Maybe.
Elvin is certainly very intrigued by the statue now, especially considering that it might carry something valuable. Can I touch the pole arm? Just like poke it and see if anything happens.
Well, let's go. Is there groove marks on the bottom of the statue, as if it could be turned?
No,
Okay.
it's raised up on a plinth or dais. Alvin reaches out and touches the Ranseur. And when he does, the statue and the runes around it suddenly flare to life. And on the statue and above it glows suddenly a rune with sharp contrast. And this is what the rune looks like.
Flame trap.
Oh god.
As you see this rune, you can all now open and read the file I sent earlier.
Oh god.
Oh god, so we all got set in this. Okay.
So
I'm
much
nervous.
for being special, right?
It had Roldar written on it, so...
It
Mine's
is
got
special.
Erevan written on it.
I bet the file just says you die. Okay.
Arenoss will look pale and shocked. And takes a step back.
Elvin will look like he is almost paralyzed for a moment, and then he will pull back his arm that he used to touch the pole arm, and then quietly suggest to just leave.
I will kill every single giant.
And he smashes his warhammer onto the ground.
Erevan's eyes just flickered blue after that symbol appeared. He just stumbles back a few steps. Just falls to the ground, shaking a little bit.
That's simple. Does Saloro actually remember any significance pertaining to it? Or just that? Oh, mighty DM. Knowledge knows no bounds.
Indeed. Saloro. It's like it's almost there within his grasp, like a dream. He's almost remembering. He cannot quite grab it, but it feels familiar to him,
Saloro then. Okay, go ahead.
and not in a pleasant way.
Saloro then comes charging back out of the darkness into the room. Get away from the statue.
Roldar smashes the tiles once more, gets up, starts walking out.
Saloro then, out of anger, thunder waves the statue. Let's see, let me go ahead and draw that. The hand extends as, green lime electricity issues from it, and then a burst of energy spreads forth from the hand.
All right, the blast hits the statue, fractures forming all over the stone, but it is withstanding the blast, the runes flashing angrily all over it. When it does, the Ranseur, who had come loose, flies over the room and clashes next to the far door. The second after this, the runes flash again in anger, and you hear a rumbling from in the chamber as all the doors seem to have opened up. The magic holding them shut, perhaps destroyed when the statue fractured.
Saloro, get back.
Saloro balls his fist up, but he'll actually shift back a little. So saying, there's the damn Ranseur, and there's the doors open.
He killed my people.
As Roldar wanders in, he smashes at that statue out of sheer anger.
Yeah, the statue cracks a bit under the force of the warhammer.
Elven will speak up. Well, I'm assuming you had similar experiences, I suppose. Maybe we should just try to explore some other cave or tunnel, like very far away from here.
You saw what they did to my people. They raped them and tore them asunder.
Saloro, looking down at Alvin, says, "No, this is what's important down here beneath Sandpoint. Something that is likely responsible for the chaos not only 5 years ago, but perhaps now as well. Naturally, you can leave. You'll have to provide your own light source, but I won't stop you if I remain here."
Elven contemplates for a minute, but then just shakes his head and looks back at the statue, or at the whatever remains after Saloro thunderwaved it.
No, it's still standing. It was just fractured, as the DM said.
Okay.
It's still there.
Fractured and angry.
I was angry to begin with. Nothing changed. Alright, if one of you wants to pick up that pole arm and perhaps use it as a weapon of some kind, or maybe even put it in a bag.
Does anyone pick it up?
I certainly don't.
So Saloro will actually
No.
pick it up. He'll, he has room on his back that he can, he can attach it to.
Alright.
This mighty evil Ranseur of evil
Mm-hmm.
and darkness and despair.
Alright, you can add Gilded Ranseur to your...
Woo, it's
Cheap.
gilded. Alright, sell it to a noble, bitches. Spring break. I'm not gonna analyze it right now. I need to thunderwave a bitch.
Well, since we're here,
Saloro follows flanking Roldar.
Yep, the corridor stretches before you. The air down here is cold. There is something in the air, something that prickles your mind. It really, it is as if your worst fears just lurk around the corner down here, and there is quite an oppressive feeling.
Come out to play.
Stairs goes before you, and you go at the stairs. All right. The corridor is quite long, and the gilded approach, the finery, and the workmanship is still quite exquisite down here.
Anything depicted on the walls?
It's mainly it is mainly strange shapes, like geometric figures or some sort. They seem wrong though. Like the angles doesn't really apply. It kind of hurts your head looking at them for too long.
Ah, non-Euclidean geometry. That's all
Indeed,
you had to say.
Yeah, that sounds like my
It's-
quantum physics lecture.
It's non-Euclidean or geometry, indeed.
I understand, actually, no.
Yeah.
No one does.
Roldar doesn't stare at the walls.
Yep.
He is walking with a purpose.
Just walking, just staring with the storm gray eyes. How far down does this go?
I see a door before me.
Elvin is somewhat distracted, still thinking about the vision he had before. Not really realizing that they are standing before a door.
Yeah, Arenoss doesn't say anything at all.
The door before the party is also gilded. This one, however, seems to depict something, someone washing or cleaning themselves, it seems.
Saloro brandishes the Ransor in hand and sort of on the whim, touches the tip of it to the door, wondering if that'll open it. Saloro looks at the door, looks at the Ransor, back at the door, back to the Ransor, holsters the Ransor.
So, all of that was for a fancy key.
Yes. Water ripples quietly in a pool beneath the grates in the floor. Braziers.
Oh, I
lights.
disconnected.
Oh dear.
Oh, sheep, come back!
Sheep, man, wolf, come back now.
I disconnected out of fright.
Let's see if I can... Oh, you're disconnected, so you can try to rejoin. There we go.
Bathing room, don't want...
There seems to be hooks and pulleys to pull the grates away and get to the water. The fire in the braziers smolder quietly and fill the room with a yellowish light.
Good, so we have more light. Saloro sort of, peers his head in. Anyone have an idea of what this room might have been used for?
Well, the picture on the door was a bathing person. There's water there. It
Right.
wants us to bathe.
Maybe that was just the purpose of the room and not what we're going to be doing here unless you want to attach yourself onto those hooks and pulleys and go down, Roldar.
Roldar does not look at all interested in doing such a thing.
Suddenly in front of the party, something flickers over here. There's as if a small light has been lit. And it's coming closer, ever closer, towards the party.
We're in a narrow corridor. This may not be pretty.
Do I see anything?
You see the light, and it's coming closer.
I see
Back
light,
up.
okay.
Back up, I'll try.
Saloro backs up as Roldar suggests.
Roldar raises his shield up.
Comes ever closer, and you hear a deathly cold voice. Who enters the master's domain?
Roldar turns his head to Arenoss and then straight forward again. Erevan, even. Sorry.
I can feel the taint on you. Yes, the taint. And it's like if it breathes in. But not yet ready, I think. No. Let us try to see if we cannot cultivate it. And out from the gloom floats a skull. And when it reaches the room and the light, it blazes up in fire. We are at initiative.
Very well.
Time for you to put away your pencil.
Okay, that's a good roll. I'll happily stay with that roll. Okay, maybe not.
Huh.
Maybe not.
Well done.
The creature burns with fury and looks upon you. Come, my brethren, we must cleanse this filth from the master's domain. Yes.
It's time for us to be cultivated, everyone. How does that make you feel?
I don't know.
And he glows with malevolent fire.
See.
And from him launches a ball of fire.
So is it like walking on the ground, or is it hovering above it?
It's hovering a bit above the ground.
So much for us dipping it into the water, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
fuck.
That's a small fireball.
That is a small fireball.
I don't see anything, but I'll
I don't
trust
see it
it.
either.
Yeah,
It's-
there's a massive blast on us.
Yeah.
All of us.
I'll choose another color next time.
Oh, I see it.
No, like
It's
I don't
covering
even.
this entire.
Again, the macro seems to be broke here. I think it might be Erevan screwing this up.
Oh, so it's covering all of us. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
More
marking
appropriately
out.
that.
Oh, there we go.
There we
There we go.
All right, it launches its fireball against all of you. 18 versus reflex.
18
Wow.
versus
Jesus.
versus reflex is gonna be met by the shield. Vroom! Well, apparently the shield is broken. Good job, shield macro. You're broke.
Oh no!
Let me tell you what's not broken. Say Saloro gains a +4 power bonus to his AC and reflex defenses until the end of his next turn.
All right.
Power shield. For what I must have improperly set it up. Or maybe it doesn't like the fact that I don't know. It's like it's not dealing any damage. It's only affecting you. This is dumb.
You might, if you go to the power and hit it for personal.
Let me go ahead and I suppose go to edit character and edit my sheet. Now it's I don't know. For the time being, I'll just change my AC and reflex. I'm recording this, so it's all being noted. I did it.
Indeed.
Miss half damage. Half takes me down to bloodied.
Alright, the rest of the party is blown to pieces almost by the fireball.
Actually, if I'd taken 24, I'd been at 0. Woo!
Roldar,
I'm at
turn
minus
his
2.
head.
I'm on
See the
purple for it.
party just exploded.
You have done this.
Go up. Lasting threat. On Flame Skull.
Alright, blowing the daily.
It seems like a useful time to do it.
Boom.
Yeah.
Minor. Boundless Endurance.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 5 regeneration.
Alright.
Action point. Burn. Wait, no. No, I don't have an action point. We've not had a second encounter. Never mind that. I used the action point in the first encounter.
Yeah.
That's Roldar's turn. He heals the 5 hit points.
Saloro.
I'd bring one of you up, but I used my one healing potion on Mako, and I don't know how long it'd take for me to root out one of your healing potions, or in Erevan's case, 2.
I would say
I only have one left. I only have one left. I already used one.
a move action to rummage one out and pour it in.
Let's see here.
If you get me up, I can probably blind him.
Get me up and I can use my healing ability, so...
So yeah, that's what I wanted to do for the spider, but I'd have to take a move action just to get to you. Well, if it'd be a move action to take out Alvin's potion and then, forcibly force it down his throat, then I'll do that.
Alright.
Yeah, Saloro, the shield shimmering around, the arcane effect that was so awesome that it broke the macro I made for it. Just sort of looks down at Alvin like, by Ioun, and quickly, pulls out the tiny vial from the tiny gnome and forces the contents down his throat. That causes you to spend a healing surge, and instead of whatever you'd normally heal, you heal 10.
Oh, I healed 11. Okay. There you go.
And then
Okay.
with my standard action, since I still have that, let me see here. Thing is bloodied. I can target it with that. I can always daze it. I like the idea of dazing it, although it's already damaged. How much damage did you deal to it?
A lot.
28. I don't know how much health it has. I'm not the damage dealer. Let's go ahead and get some illusory obstacles to cover here. Illusory obstacles in the hopes of dazing the thing. Maybe. 9.
Nope.
Wow, good job. Good job. Pro strat. Pro strat.
Nope.
I don't think my memory of 1,000 lifetimes is going to help me with that one. Let's go ahead and undo the drawing, and I'll actually go ahead and use the action point here to get a cloud of daggers on the thing, at least deal something to it. Come on, cloud of daggers. Pepper him with death, dismemberment, stuff. Yeah. Give me +1 to my attack roll. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Daggers streak out from Saloro's now singed robe and swarm over the flamey skull thing. The flame and stuff.
Chip at that bone.
And that ends Saloro's turn.
Alvin.
Okay, question is, what do I do? If I want to blind him, I have to...
You can use a move action to force Arenoss back to consciousness.
But if I want to blind him, I have to get really close.
He's pretty much either he's going to take Roldar down because he can't do anything, which might give you guys some time to do something.
Well, if I blind him, he might just miss you.
We're going to need extra attacks on this. You use your move action on Arenoss so that he can get an attack. Besides, you're prone.
Okay.
You're going to stand up as a move action.
Oh, right, I'm prone. Yeah, I guess I will use my move action to resurrect Arenoss.
Alright.
Right.
And then laying prone, you'll shoot him, right?
Yeah, sure.
Am I at 1 HP then, or?
No, you gain a healing potion, so 10 HP you gain.
Yeah.
I
don't
don't
have a
have
healing
combat
potion.
advantage, do I?
What do
No,
you mean
but
you
Alvin...
What do you mean you don't have a healing potion?
Oh, Alvin does. Okay.
Yeah. Alvin took your potion that Arenoss has and force-fed it to you.
But I don't.
You
Oh,
do?
Whatever.
Everyone will give him one.
Yeah, but I used mine.
In that case, then you don't have one. So Alvin
Yeah,
can't
that's-
bring you back.
yeah.
Alright, then shoot him.
I guess I can use my move action to stand up then.
Yes.
If I can... State movement, there we go. And then I will just shoot him, I suppose. Actually, yeah, let's use this one.
You dishearten? Make him sad?
Yeah, I
Son
just
of a
missed.
bitch!
15. As a move action, I will.
No, you've used it.
You used it to stand up.
Right. I stood up. Okay, and turn then.
Rogue's like, I want to run away! I want to run away!
I so want to run! Help!
Oh, I'm stupid. I could have turned invisible again, but I forgot.
Poof.
Alright, time for your
Could I?
death
No,
roll.
no, I couldn't.
You got knocked unconscious.
Yeah.
He's got to make his death roll, right, DM?
Yes, that is true.
Can't go skipping past his death roll.
Yay.
Roll a 20, so you can healing surge yourself back up.
So, where do I do the death roll? Is this a save or?
Save. This is a general saving throw, death save, and then okay.
Alright.
That's 1 strike.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The flame skull simmers before Roldar and screams.
It also takes 4 damage.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Oh no.
Don't you scream at me!
It simmers.
Brethren!
Ooh.
Suck it down! Bah!
The braziers next to Roldar at the Skulls of Death flare to life with even more intense heat.
Oh, great. Oh, no.
Mm.
This is an encounter we're not going to win.
No.
Well, great summer of fun, everyone.
Interlopers! Kill them for the glory of the Master!
At least we'll always have July and August, you know.
Erevan needs to make a death save.
So, character save, general saving throw / death save.
Hmm.
Well, there's 1 strike.
Now it's Roldar.
Let's see. Well, I can only do one of them, so charge
Mm-hmm.
this guy. So I gain a +1. And as my charge, I'm going to be using Shield Bash.
And you hit.
I'll use my racial power of 5 damage resistance. And... boop. There we go. That's Roldar.
Okay. Saloro.